And now, the best 60-ish seconds of your week.
And impeachment is back in the news as House Speaker Nancy Pelosi finally gets around to doing her constitutional responsibility and delivering to the Senate the articles of impeachment voted previously by the House. Now comes the trial, presided over by the Chief Justice of the United States, where the members of the Senate sit as jurors, unable to even speak about the trial's proceedings. That takes several members of the Senate off of the campaign trail, locks them into a chamber in Washington, D.C., basically muted for the next several days, weeks. It's going to be very interesting to see how long they countenance all of that, with roughly 2 weeks left before the Iowa caucuses. And as a note of full disclosure, we're taping this a little bit earlier this week, actually sitting down right before the Democrats head into Drake University for their final debate before the Iowa caucuses. And there's a little bit of a dust-up between Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren out on the far left of the Democratic Party. Jockeying for position, the elbows are up and getting much sharper because Bernie is in his ascendancy, Elizabeth Warren is not, Buttigieg is dropping. What happens at the debate tonight really remains to be seen, but my guess is it's going to be a little bit like all the others. Not much at all, but a moment for Amy Klobuchar to break through. Just see if I'm right come Saturday. And of course, the Democratic field is narrowing, winnowing, tightening with the announcement that Spartacus, Senator Cory Booker, is out of the race and is Marianne Williamson. Some people weren't really aware that she was in it to begin with, but they're both out. And the stage now is set for the initial caucuses, with Joe Biden still holding at about 28%, Sanders rising, Buttigieg falling, Warren dropping a little bit, but the opportunity for any of them to come out of Iowa with at least some delegates in hand. And the person waiting in the wings, Mike Bloomberg, is really the wild card in all of this. He's booking on the fact that Super Tuesday delivers about 40% of the delegates. He's dumping tons of money into those states, more in a week than the other candidates are doing in an entire quarter. You know, Rudy Giuliani tried that strategy a few years back. They never called him president. Whether or not it works for Mike Bloomberg is going to be a very interesting question to see whether the politics of the United States have truly shifted in that direction. And the Louisiana State University Tigers top off an undefeated season, winning the national championship over Clemson, with Joe Burrow, their quarterback, topping off an amazing career there, winning the Heisman Trophy, going through an undefeated season, winning the national championship, and now looking to be the #1 draft pick in the NFL draft, and a pretty good future ahead of him. And all attention now turns to the NFL playoffs and the right to go to the Super Bowl, interestingly, on Groundhog Day. Bill Murray will be watching from afar with great interest, I'm sure. But for now, that is the best 60-ish seconds of your week.